Christian private schools are typically have more leeway. Since it's a private school, it's really, you could get to the head easier. And so I would just talk to them and tell them what I'm doing. You know, I'm a mom. I really love dance. I want to, you know, cultivate the love of dance in the younger generation, which is our mission statement as a business. And it just really resonated with the schools, and they all said yes. And Ricky's like, you make sales so easily. I'm all, well, I don't know. I'm just passionate about what I do. Yeah. But so the school said yes, and we grew from Horizon Prep to 15 schools. And so Horizon, we started in September 20.
Was it you at all 15?
It was just me. And then we did hire one instructor, but I would stay with her. And so I had trained her, and so she taught at like maybe one or two of the schools, but I was at most of them. And then so July, I make the prayer. September, we start at Horizon. From September 2018. So I do that for a whole year. And then, 2019 hits. You know, we're still teaching schools.
Did you quit your job at this point?
No, I didn't. I did not quit my job until...
So you're working how many hours at the job?
40 hours a week.
40 hours a week. And then at night you're doing this?
No, so I was able to schedule all of my classes on Friday. So with GA, I had extra maternity leave that I didn't use. And so I took every single Friday off. So I used my off Fridays to work my side business.
And so you'd start at what time?
At General Atomics.
No, meaning in the morning, dance.
I don't know. Classes would start early, like 9 a.m.
You were doing how many classes in a day?
I mean, I don't know, 10, 15.
10?
It was a lot.
In a day?
Yeah. It was just going back to school, back to back to back.
Wow.
And, you know, I'm a driven person.
Yes.
You know?
Well, to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to be driven.
You have to be driven, and you have to do the work that most people wouldn't.
That don't want to do, yeah.
And, you know, it's a hard season. I'm a new mom. We're kind of still newlyweds, but I feel God gave me the energy and mental focus to handle all of that. Because looking back, that's a lot.
Yeah.
For what we were going through. And so.
Wow.
Yeah, I would teach on Fridays for a full year. So.
A full year you did that?
Basically 2018. And then we go all the way around. September 2018 was the first class. And then July 2019, I'm like, okay, we're going. I think it's time to quit. And so my husband and I, in which July is when I
quit General Atomics.
Quit General Atomics. And July was when I said my prayer. July was when I joined the apprenticeship. Oh. July 2019. And July was when I decided to quit all at the same time. And so I joined the apprenticeship, told my husband I resigned. He's all, okay, we'll figure this out.
And by the way, folks, the apprenticeship is the Pathfinder apprenticeship. It's the marketplace ministry at Awaken Church. It's why this podcast is in existence, by the way. It was birthed in my season as an apprentice in 2021. Wow. This podcast was birthed because of the apprenticeship at Awaken. And my classmates helped me design the logo. They helped me. They gave me the courage. They prayed for me.
Amazing.
And I would never have had I wanted to do one, but they gave me the courage and the belief that I could do it. And they said, you got to do it.
Yeah.
And it became, this is
it.
Now full circle, 3.5 years later after I launched it, you're now on this and people from Awaken, pastors.
It's the apprenticeship. So, I mean, honestly, I'm so blessed for a church that celebrates the marketplace.
Yes.
Because I don't think my business would have existed without it.
Wow.
I wouldn't have had the faith to step out and leave something so comfortable like General Atomics to, you know, start what we have now.
And that helped you, would say the apprenticeship helped you go from there?
Yeah. So the apprenticeship happened. I quit my job and I said, I'm 100% in. Let's go. And July 2019, we all know it happened March 2020.
Yep.
It was a good time.
So you quit your job late 19.
Yeah, July 2019.
Yep. Now, did you go to more days of teaching?
Yeah. So we were in like 20 schools.
Wow.
By then. And I was just doing all of it, you know, working it out. Thank heavens for my mom and my husband's mom because they would step in and babysit Gianna when I needed it. And so July 2019, I quit. We go all the way to March 2020 and everything shut down. All of our schools, everything. I was like, well, that was good while it lasted. And so March 2020, I also was diagnosed with something called spasmodic dysphonia. So from July 2019 to March 2020, I was struggling with my voice. And it got so bad that by April 2020, I could not read. I could not get the words out to read green eggs and ham. And so the fact that I'm even speaking on this podcast is a miracle. And I owe that to, obviously, God healing me, because spasmodic dysphonia, they say you can't get healed from it. And it's just a weird thing where your vocal folds spasm and you can't get words out.
Wow.
Yeah. And so, I struggled.
They didn't know where it came from? They didn't?
No, there's no cause. It's just random. It's just the luck of a draw. Usually it's like an 80-year-old man.
Who gets that?
Gets it. Yeah. So the fact that I had it, they were just like, I don't know. I'm all, okay. And so, I fasted and prayed and all the things, and nothing was moving it. And then, so I lose my voice, basically. I can't talk. I do everything sign language. My husband he was able to figure out what I was trying to say, and he'll say it to the kids or he'll go get it. So I basically had a year of silence, roughly. And
a whole year.
Roughly, yeah. And what is it? So after March 2020, that all happens with my voice. COVID, our business shuts down. We don't know what to do. I'm fasting and praying just for healing, because I want to talk. I teach for a living. We have no direction. And then in April, again, I fast and pray and granted, I'm in healthier.
Were these food fasts?
Yeah, this was a food fast. This was a fast that I was in a healthy mental state to do. And I felt God say, you got to fast some food. And so I just picked a time. I said no food until 6 p.m. for a couple days. I forgot how long it was.
Yeah.
And I heard God say, granted, we're in COVID. I quit my job, lost my side gig. We're just off of Ricky's income. And I heard God say, give $2,000 to a person. And I was like, okay, God said it. So I told my husband, he's all, okay, Lisa, we'll do it. We'll do it. And so we gave it. And
can you tell me who you gave it to?
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to say who I gave it to, but I will say we gave it. And she said that was the exact amount that her job took from her paycheck, because, I don't know, they blamed it on COVID or something. And so she was about to go to a pay period without getting paid for her and her daughter.
Wow.
And I cried a little bit, because
wait. You cried?
A little bit. I got teary-eyed.
Uh-oh.
And so I was like, that was so God, because we had no clue she was going through that. We had no idea. We were just obedient. And granted, it was a big sacrifice for us, because we lost all our half our income.
Yeah.
And for God to say, give that amount, and us do it, and it worked out. I was like, well, God, if that's the best thing that happened, I mean, I'd appreciate it if you gave my voice back, because we gave that, but do what you want. I surrender it all to you. And so after that, someone says, you should teach dance on this platform. It's like a virtual platform. I said, okay. And we ended up teaching during the whole span of 2020, we ended up teaching 10,000 students globally, virtually. And I couldn't talk. So therefore, I had to hire all of my instructors who used to teach in our school programs. And I said, hey girls, I know we're doing this COVID thing, but do you mind coming to my house and teaching dance? I could pay you guys. This is how we could run our business again. They all said, at first, some of them were hesitant. I'm like, I promise I stay home. But then obviously we started going to church. But I was like, I promise I stay home. We're good. If anyone's sick, just don't come to work. They were all, okay. So we started running dance classes out of our house we were so busy. we would teach dance from 8 a.m. because mind you, it's globally. So there's time zones. So we would teach dance from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every single day on 30 minutes.
How did you get the word out there?
Well, I lose my voice. We give the $2,000 and we get introduced to a PR person. And she was like, oh, you guys have a good story. Let's talk about it from engineer to dance, or from dance to engineer, back to dance again. And during COVID, you know, there was all of the political stuff, you know. And so she was like, honestly, I think the world needs a really good, lighthearted story. So with no voice, I was able to speak. I mean, struggle to speak, but I was able to get on Good Morning America, local news, national news, NBC with Lester Holt. We had our story published in the San Diego Times. And so through COVID, we had so many news outlets mention us. It elevated our SEO on Google. So now when people typed in dance classes, we would pop up. And since we were teaching dance globally, it happened nationally. People would type in toddler dance classes and we would pop up, and we would host, again, if your gift is to give. So we would offer free dance classes too. Like we would say, you know, Friday family fun dance time. And so everyone would go on the website and dance with us. Yeah. And so that's how we were able to get the word out. Our story got picked up, and I fully believe all of that was unlocked with our first giving to...
Yeah, the 2000.
Yeah.